All right, we're gonna give this a crack. We're gonna do a little trial run. We'll see how it goes. There's probably gonna be some audio adjustments necessary down the line, probably some video resizing or replacing. Let's see. Okay, hopping in a $3, my old go-to. I love this contest. I can play best ball all summer long. I can drink water very loudly while I do it. Never takes long to fill. And it doesn't add up to a huge amount of money the way that other contests would. I don't have it like the Levitans of the world where I can be betting a Kia every week. It's just not in my range these days. But love best ball. Love it when contests fill quickly. I might have jinxed that. We'll see. I should clarify up front. First of all, I'm a huge fish at best ball. And only get by on the good graces of three great friends of mine who have been kind enough to allow me in a group chat that I probably actively detract from rather than adding any useful insight. Does this not update the thing live? And the other thing I wanted to flag up is I've never done a desktop draft, but I did recently get back into streaming backgammon and thought that maybe streaming or recording backgammon, and I thought recording at least best of all, and maybe someday streaming would be at least potentially fun for me. And if anyone else wanted to watch, then that would be plenty fine. Maybe this doesn't. Maybe I do have to like refresh. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I feel like it probably fills faster than this usually. I would love to see it at least go up to 10. And incidentally, I'll put a little timestamp in the video so you can skip ahead to whenever the actual draft starts. I mean, I'm tempted to just refresh the page straight away. That's what I'm tempted to do. Oh, here we go. Our draft is filled. And maybe I do. I'm going to resize this just or slide it over just slightly. And it looks like we are drafting from I don't even see yet. Oh, we're at the 112. What better place to start? So we have another 90-ish seconds before it even kicks off. And then it'll be a while before our picks actually come in. But this is actually honestly kind of ideal. First of all, this is my first time getting a 112. I've only done like 8 drafts or so. Haven't had the 112 yet. Although let me check my okay, it's not overlaying anything, but that's all right. I have I have the only pick I've had twice is the 111. But other than that, all unique picks to this point. Um, which is I guess kind of fun. I do have my little cheat sheet of week 17 matchups next to me, but let me get the much better one. Then I'm going to give a shout out to a guy who has no idea who I am, but I love following him on Twitter at John Boy Beats. Put out a very helpful cheat sheet for all your playoff week matchups, weeks 15, 16, 17, with the emphasis IMO being on week 17. I'm probably the first one to think of that. Let me find it. I now have plenty of time because I don't pick until the 112. Okay, I have that up alongside me as well. And I guess I will link to that if I remember in the notes at the bottom of this. Okay, is resizing this? Yes, kind of. It is kind of messing with it, but that's all right. But the good news is we are on one of the corners, which means we don't have to worry a ton about who's going to snipe us around the bend, which has been a theme of mine thus far in my 111 drafts. Okay, so we're about to kick off, I believe. Yes. 10 seconds. I think Jamar Chase is just the only person I've seen go 101 at this point, and I get it. And there he goes. How do I get to? Oh, here's the full draft board. That's nice. That's nice. And I got very lucky with the placement here. So what am I thinking about on this I'm anticipating a lot of these guys are going to be gone that are high up here. I don't have I, I don't have any Derrick Henry shares yet, and maybe this will be the time if he falls to me. Maybe this will be the time. Probably the quietest 1900 yard season, even though, he is getting up there contextually while still being much younger than me. I'll probably try to stop scrolling around like a weirdo. But I mean, Derrick Henry is just an all-time outlier. So wouldn't hate getting my first piece of Henry here. But generally speaking, like what I would in a perfect world, I've been seeing Puka fall a little bit sometimes. I've gotten a couple neighbors teams already. I've gotten. I'm gonna have a lot of Nico Collins if he stays right around this 1-2 turn. Finally, I got BTJ to fall to me a little later, but generally speaking, early on here, let's take another click down. So our next picks are going to be 12, 13, and then 36, 37. I do like to scroll ahead a little bit and just see what's going to be there the next time, positionally, and in terms of players I like. And I actually do think this early on, it's hard to find a run out that I'm not going to be able to work with. So we'll see let's take this one step at a time. Is it me? Is it my turn now? Oh man, let's look at the draft board. It is me, and Derrick Henry just went. Well, I'm gonna go with. I'm definitely taking Puka here. I've selected Puka, and I should have done. Let's see, and just for the sake of repeating it to myself, the Rams have the Falcons in Week 17, and that is actually a pretty spicy matchup. Um, I'm a bit torn between McCaffrey and Nico. Given what I'm gonna be, I think, comfortable getting the next time around. Let's go a little CMC. I took Christian McCaffrey every single time he fell to me in 2024. That didn't go great. I wound up with like 16% McCaffrey, having previously faded him like every other year of my life in every format of fantasy. How do I get it to alert me when it's my turn? I would love to not get caught in the dust there, but let's go to the draft board. And now, for the sake of repeating it to myself, the Niners play the Bears in week 17. So let's already be scrolling kind of proactively. We have one wide receiver, one running back already. I'll tell you this much. It's going to be hard for me to pass on Chase Brown if he makes it back to us, but we'll see about that just because I am a believer. Otherwise, I think I am going to err on the side of probably hoping for double wide receiver at 36 and 37. And then let's just take a look at what was it, 60 and 61? That would track. Yeah, I mean, again, plenty of running backs and wide receivers I can talk myself into. Plus, maybe someone fun falls at quarterback or tight end. I don't know. We got a ways to go between our next couple of picks. Let's see if anything. Wow. Oh, okay. One thing I had not noticed but should have is this gentleman here, gentle person. I'm sorry, I don't know precisely. Lamar at the 107, not exactly standard, and then Tyreek Hill at the 206, both the first I'm seeing of that sort of confidence. But, it is best ball. It is the NFL. You don't want to judge too harshly in most cases. There's certainly proven players who can go nuts any given week. Not my personal selections. And it looks like we got, let's see who's falling. Lad McConkey's still on the board. We might, I mean, this might be a spicy room where we could get some interesting players that we might not expect on these corners. And while it is probably best for me on my first draft to be on a corner, I might struggle, especially in the middle and late rounds, to provide the most thrilling commentary. I feel, man, Lad going into the third. Am I missing something here? Does everyone hate Lad? Am I missing news? I get it. These probably a little overpriced even for me as a big lad believer, but seeing him fall, this is definitely the furthest I've seen him fall. And to see as much respect as I have for Drake London and Terry McLaurin, I would confidently be going lad ahead of them. Is there some glitch going on, or maybe there's news that I've missed? There goes lad, the young lad. And now some wide receivers are starting to come off the board. Let's see what we are looking at and how far away we are. We are still a ways away, whatever this is, 7 picks. There they go. So in this case, I do have Puka. So there is some potential Devonte Adams correlation if I want to start a Rams stack if he falls to me, or hey, maybe Kyron will fall to me. Even setting aside the positional value, I would rather have Kyron than Devonte at this point currently. But that said, I think I'd probably rather hold out for a little Jarquez Hunter, right? Maybe I don't know about Blake Corum. Let's see who's falling. Okay, I mean certainly these are going to be guys that I'm taking. And do we maybe want to go for a little Washington football team if Jaden is there? I'll tell you this much: I do love Rashee Rice at this price. That I definitely would be into. We'll see who falls. We're getting there, 2 picks away. And failing that, I don't other than Chase Brown, I'm probably not going to go. Ooh, you know what, Brees? This time of year, it's interesting about Brees Hall. Still a lot of uncertainty is the word on the street that I'm hearing. Let's see, do we have any like mini Corlo with Washington? No. Do we have any with Buffalo? Not yet. So, oh, we're 1 pick away. So we're getting, I would love to see just James Cook go here or something. Hmm. And then down it. Okay, here we go. Who ended up going? And let's use our Garrett Wilson went. Okay. So my gut instinct is just Chase Brown, Rashee Rice. Let's go just quickly check again our next couple picks. I do certainly not mind a lot of these running backs, but I think there are some other paths we could go. So I think I will take my little. Oh, I took Chase Brown without even intending to, but thankfully we had the star going. Do I want to go Jaden? After a 2 RB start, I do feel compelled to stay with the rest of the pack as far as not falling behind on wide receiver. So okay, I mean very happy with this start overall from the 112. And now let's start thinking more about what we want to do more thoughtfully with these next couple picks. And they are, let's just confirm 60 61 and then 84 85. Let's see who's jumping off the page to me around this point. I don't think we have any meaningful correlation yet, but that's okay. Still plenty of time to get there. Would love to see if RJ Harvey falls. Might as well find. I've been desperate to get some RJ Harvey. Have yet to do so. I wouldn't mind getting some Chuba if he falls to 60. And then let's roll back through. So we have San Francisco's playing the Bears, right? See, I think let's take what comes to us in a room like this. We'll see what happens. Let's go back to the board. We got a long ways to go. There goes Jaden finally in the 4th round. We got a ways to go. Let's keep an eye on what's happening here. But also, I'm still way, way, way early in my 2025 kind of just prep and overall knowing of the schedule. So I'm just going to repeat back for myself. Sorry. Let's try to do this off the top of the dome. Kansas City plays against Denver. The Bengals play the like big chalk game every week 17, and with good reason. It's the Cardinals this year. Uh, Niners play the Bears. Right. Sorry, I'm very inefficient at finding these on my sheet quickly. Niners play the Bears, and then the Rams are, let's just be sure, Falcons again. Okay. So as we look through this, I mean, none of these guys are going to fall to me. Let's start looking further. I wouldn't hate getting some George Pickens. Now, I'm not sure why he's still listed with Pittsburgh on here. I guess James Conner is a name to have in mind with that correlation. And I have actually been all right with going three early-ish running backs, but don't know if I love it that much from the furthest back position. I feel like I'm then playing some pretty big time catch up at wide receiver. I wonder if perhaps this Browns stack is there. Oh, Juwan Jennings could be interesting for me as well with McCaffrey. Maybe try to make this a Brock Purdy team. He gets paid. Maybe I get paid. Maybe another Mahomes team. I got a Mahomes team yesterday. That might be in the cards. But what might be really in the cards is trying to hope some compelling wide receivers fall. And we're actually coming up on it. Let's see who's going here. We got some tight ends coming off. There's Tony Pollard. It doesn't seem like anyone. I guess the front end of the draft is a lot wide receiver heavier. I understand. So we're three picks away. Let's see who I would. I mean, certainly give me Ted McMillan if he falls to the corner. Sight largely unseen. I don't love Pittsburgh just on the assumption that Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, and it's tough to talk myself into a huge volume roll. Okay, please make it easy and just give me some Tet. And then, man, amongst these others, let's see if there's any. I guess we do have some week 15 correlation with Baltimore and Cincinnati. Zay Flowers might be a little, okay, might be a little underrated. There goes Tet. Oh, it's me now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I want to reach for Mahomes? I'll tell you this much. I don't want DK Metcalf. I'm going to make Pickens my default. I have 13 seconds. I think I will just step up to the plate and finally get some Pickens here. And then Dallas is playing Washington football team. Do I want to now go for a James Conner type, a Ken Walker type? I don't have any Ken Walker yet. Not that there's a huge rush on doing that. But I think I'm going to go for the home run play. I don't love him at this price. And I don't. Oh, what did I just auto draft? Use the stars. Whatever. I mean, whatever. DK's fine. I was going wide receiver either way, but I think I was about to talk myself into JMO. Whatever. DK Metcalf's fine. And plus, that gives me, I guess, some flexibility to hold on super late for a third quarterback, which I'm a big believer in 3 QB this year and in general, but especially because of how last year went for me. I will continue to believe that in just a very results oriented way. Whatever. I did not intend to pick DK, but they're all the same to me around there. And then what does that do for this is a decoy Pittsburgh. This is a Dallas, but the actual Pittsburgh is against the Browns. And Dallas, let's see what we're doing here. Okay, we're not picking again for a little while. I don't think reaching for Mahomes would have been crazy. Up again in 15 picks. So first of all, I would certainly love a Juwan Jennings piece if he falls. I guess Rome at this price. Ooh, you know what? This is going to allow me some potentially interesting stacks to be had and correlation to be had. Let's see. Do we have any news here? It seems like he's going to be the guy, right? Seems like Arthur might just force feed it. How far away are we? Is this just fairy tale land thinking he's going to fall? Yes. I mean, I guess it's an optimistic reality to prepare for. That being said, I mean, I don't love Ricky Pearsall at this price. I'm trying to find some correlation that might stay. I don't love DeAndre Swift at this price. I guess I can talk myself into Brian Robinson. He has the Dallas correlation with Pickens in 17. Let's see who else. Maybe there's some other fun disguised correlations to be had that I'm just not aware of yet. Let's stay on our toes though here, man. We got to stay on our toes. Stay sharp. Okay. What's this guy looking like? Okay. This is an interesting guy. Compliment. Um, okay, I mean, I guess I might as well star them just in case they fall and I run out of time. I'll, barring any extreme circumstances. There goes Juwan Jennings, who I was hoping might fall to me. I don't think I really want Pearsall at this price, but we'll see. I don't think I want to go. I'm not going to reach for a quarterback. Let's see who falls. Caleb Johnson would be my probably top pick to have fall to me. We'll see what happens. And then get the ugly Pittsburgh stack. Trying to find some sneaky correlations that I can justify making some edgier picks. I mean, Caleb Johnson's still there. Get ready for some tilt. And I think probably, I mean, just because of the Niners correlation, I would take Rome Odunze here between the ADP value and the correlation, although I don't love it. Oh boy, let's see if we can fade either one of these guys being taken. And then failing that, mm, do I love any of these? Not really. So I think I'm going Rome and Caleb if they're both there. And failing that. Okay. Rome goes. That's all right. I know I'm taking Caleb Johnson with one of them. And then we pick again. So let's just unstar everyone else just to be damn sure that Caleb Johnson is our first one. And then our next picks are 108, 109. Let's see who's we're looking at down there. I can find some more running backs and wide receivers. So we're going to go with Caleb Johnson. And then sorry, this is not the most riveting. I wish I could find something cooler than this, but I'm going to default to B Rob. I don't want to go. Okay, we'll go B Rob. So we're going to be taking it easy on running back going forward. Already got 4 running backs. We're at the classic 0-4-4-0 start. And the way I see it, like no real reason to go beyond six total running backs given this start. If even, so I mean, with 20 rounds, six is fine. But I'll be pretty surprised if I go beyond that. I think now I gotta be loading up on three QB, three tight end, maybe four tight end, and let's see what happens from there. So, were they to fall, I would for sure take. You know what? I would love to see maybe a little Dak and Purdy double Corlo right around the corner if they're both there. But what are we looking at for? And then Stafford, I guess we can keep an eye on. Any other like Aaron Rodgers? Jaden's already gone. Mahomes is gone. Okay. And then at tight end, what are we trying to do here? Like obviously, I mean, might as well just auto star these guys. I don't. I'd rather go Loveland than Ingram, but we'll see. Cleveland does have the correlation. I think Njoku would actually be a good target. What else might we be looking at? Falcons might be a good target. Certainly, Jake Ferguson is someone I'm very interested in. I'm hoping not to have to go that route in this next couple of picks, but in these next couple of picks. But I do think I'm already looking towards three QB, three or four tight ends, depending on how pathetic it gets. So with these next couple of picks, I mean, I think I would love to just double tap Dak and Brock, or I mean, I could certainly see a case being made for Mooney with that correlation. Is there anything cool I can do with Justin Herbert? Maybe a Justin Herbert, Trey Harris double tap. Luther Burden, certainly interesting to me. Star him. Shot Bateman. If you know, you know. Never wrong, just early. Drake May I like a lot, just in general, but I don't think this is going to be the one where it works out. I don't have any Cam Scatterboo yet. I don't know if that's a disastrous thing. I'm having a hard time talking myself into him, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we are coming right up. Let's see. Okay, there goes Purdy. So I think Dak probably is a pretty high priority. I have Cowboys, right? No, I don't. I'm a fool. Why am I talking about Dak Prescott? What am I doing here? I guess just from the correlation and then hoping to backdoor someone, perhaps a Jaden Blue. That's his name, right? Jay Blue. I've certainly taken him a couple times. I mean, hey man, if Kyler's there, then that is a pick I would be pretty strongly considering. If Kyler's there, we'll find a way to make that work. We have the Chase Brown. We do have the for correlation with Kyler. Naked Kyler, you could do a hell of a lot worse for a naked QB, even in the worst case scenarios. Although I think I kind of do like going. There goes Kyler. I might go Mooney and Loveland now that I really don't want to. Oh, it's me. Oh boy. I'll tell you this. I think I'm going to start with Loveland and see what happens after that. Maybe, oh, did we go Loveland and Burton double tap and just let the chips fall where they may? I'm going Loveland. And then maybe do I have to reach for Njoku here? Let's see about quarterbacks. Getting rough there. Go back. I'm going to choke this. I already can feel it. I'm defaulting to Mooney. Am I talking myself into anyone else? I kind of want to do Justin Herbert. I Hate it. Hate it a lot. Hate it a lot. I've neglected my quarterbacks, and I'm going to pay the price for that. I'm going to pay. But hey, at least we have some very cool correlation. I'm sorry that I've not spent too much time on the actual draft board. I'm still trying to learn the board myself, particularly the quarterback side. So I mean, we got to start taking quarterback seriously. What picks do we have? We have 132, 133, 156, 157. Okay, so what might be there? I mean, let's go to specifically. Certainly, if any of these guys are somehow there, they're coming on board. I guess Penix is the target here now. I don't know how that happened. I guess Stafford could be a target with Puka. I think I'm probably going to reach for Stafford and begrudgingly, unless we get really lucky with who falls to us. I think I'm almost duty bound to go two quarterbacks with these next couple picks. Hate it. I mean, don't do this. Never do this. Let's see what we're looking at. We got some interesting. I mean, Dak's still on there. Shadur Sanders. Okay, this guy's my hero. This guy's my hero. Shout out Mac MLP. This guy's the man. He's playing best ball the right way. Got that 3-2-3-2. You don't see it too often, but you got to think outside the box to win these tournaments. Who else is doing some fun stuff? Anyone? Anyone doing anything super cool? 3-2-3-2. I mean, that's just beautiful. Let's see what we might be looking at. It's about to start coming back around. I'm up in 11 picks. Who's still out here? Dak is still out here. Justin Herbert still out here. I don't see too many of these guys. Oh, let's get a little star going on Jaden Blue. Jadon. I can talk myself into getting there with Trevor Lawrence if he falls. What picks are we looking at? 132, 133, 156, 157. Okay. We're sweating out QBs going here. And then we'll. Sorry that I'm scrolling like such a maniac. Oh, I can see my queue right up here. This is so foolish of me. I'm sorry. I'm not at all used to the DraftKings browser software. I've done over the course of my 2 previous years of best ball. I did a couple hundred drafts, maybe like 200 to 250 total, and I think all of them were on my phone, other than maybe like the very first one of the very first ones I did might not have been. Okay, well I think we are actually going to have a better look at quarterback than I was anticipating. So with that in mind, I mean, do we just try to backdoor a bunch of cool stuff here with like a if Herbert falls, if Drake May falls, JJ McCarthy we've already kind of neglected. We could go. I mean, I don't want to go another running back. Now that I say that, um, what I was thinking, if JJ and Jordan Mason are both there, I like them a lot at their prices. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's almost us again. Russ Wilson going. This guy cornering the market on Giants. I hope he takes Chino next. Oh, and it's me. Oh gosh. Okay, I mean, how am I not taking Justin Herbert here with this sort of ADP fall? I will find some sort of weird way of stacking that, and I should have had another plan in mind. I'm going nudity. I'm just going pure nudity on both Justin Herbert and Drake May, I think. And then I'll find some Hunter Henrys. Do I want Burton? I'm going to respect the QB position enough. I could certainly see a strong case there for Luther Burden. It seems like the organization likes him a lot, and Ben Johnson is a ball knower, as best I can tell. Okay. So now the priority is definitely getting back in the correlation and wide receiver games. Let's see what we can pull up here. I mean, it can't hurt to leave these guys in the queue. I mean, I can get rid of like Trevor Lawrence. I can get rid of JJ McCarthy. Stafford could be a compelling addition if he's still there. Penix could be. All these guys I'd be okay with, but let's put them in a better order. How about this? Kyle Williams. No news available, but he plays wide receiver for the Patriots. He might still be around. I think that's, I mean, a dart worth throwing. Um, these are all just wide receivers. I should go back to the all players tab. I could probably be doing better than this. I mean, Jake Ferguson is going to be a tough one for me to pass on if he's still there, to be honest. Got a little correlation going with him. Oh, and how about this, gang? He plays against not only Washington football team, which I guess I actually, now that I'm looking at it, don't have any of. So I don't know why I was thinking about that in the first place. But he does have the week 16 correlation with Justin Herbert, so I'm talking myself back into it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can spin up here to kind of salvage this and make it look reasonable by the end. The answer thus far into 2025 best ball season for me has been not a whole lot. I still have yet to really like a team. But this is what we're doing. You know, it's a $3 draft. Learn the board, and then work your way up to the $5 and $9. And it's all, look, we're all going to lose anyway. Who cares? Have fun. One of the truest quotes I've ever heard. I don't remember if it seems to me like it would be something Pete Overzet would say, but it might have been like Davis Maddock, and both of whom I love, by the way. Something to the effect of, we're all going to lose anyway, so you might as well lose with style points. And I think that's so not only funny, but just like absolutely true. So let's at least give ourselves a chance for things to go right. How close are we? We are this many picks away. Oh, wow. Luther Burton still being there would be awesome. I'd be very happy. And I do want to hopefully remember to check in at the end on my man, Mac MLM or whatever it was. But in the meantime, what are we doing here? What to do? Burton's still there. Ah, got my hopes up. I don't mind the Jack Besh proposition. I don't mind the Bashal Tutin proposition. And hey, man, can I justify taking JJ McCarthy if he goes? If he's there, rather? Oh, do I really have to click QJ? I hate it a lot. Do I really have to do it? JJ's still there. I'm going to default onto Kyle Williams for the time being. We'll see what happens. Who else do I want? I mean, I guess it would be irresponsible not to go QJ here. As much as he burned me in 2023 and I hated him in 2024 and did not feel bad having stone cold 0% of him, it does seem like he'll be out there. I really don't mind actually a little Fryermuth in this spot. What am I looking like? I still only have one tight end. I'm okay with I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna do it, Quentin Johnston, and then we're gonna just get three gross tight ends late. I'm gonna do it. It's on stream. I can't take it back. We at least got some correlation. You can't. I mean, I just couldn't live with myself going in just double raw on Herbert and Drake May. I mean, it's not coming together, but it's not at all how I would have drawn this up myself. I can't believe I just publicly drafted Quentin Johnston. No disrespect to him as a who knows, maybe as a husband and or a father. I don't know. He seems like a decent enough guy from what I've seen, but boy, would I love it if he was better at catching a football. At least I would have loved it in 2023. And then he was one of my just never drafting him guys in 2024. But he was still out there. He's still getting thrown at, and that's not nothing. Okay. Have I mistakenly drafted too many people with certain bye week? It doesn't really matter, but just to be safe, QBs at least have different bye weeks, and then I still only have one tight end, right? So I guess we'll get there. Three gross tight ends coming late. Book it. I do need at least probably one more running back, given that I have 20 rounds. It'd be pretty reckless not to find, especially this time of year, as we approach late May with Drake May. A couple running back values are certainly going to be on the table. And I mean, considering, let's see what picks I have, what pick numbers I have coming up. 180, 181, 204, 205. Okay. Scroll the way back. Let's check in on Mac MLP quickly. Okay. Kareem Hunt, who I mean, one of my big stands in 2023 was that Kareem Hunt could still play. And it didn't pan out that well in 2023, but it did pan out in 2024 back when I had zero of him. He's a little high for me these days. Oh, there goes Brenton Strange, who this is the first time I. Oh no, I don't want Brenton Strange. I was in the alternate timeline where I had drafted Trevor Lawrence, but I do want Hunter Henry. That I do want. That is something I would be interested in. And then how is Keon Coleman still on the board? Can't hurt to star him, I guess. Or pick 170. Okay, there he goes. That was like 40 picks past ATP. Um, and then I guess, Dylan Sampson. Yeah. I'd rather find something better than this and less of a stretch for correlation. He's, how about Pop Douglas? Am I gonna reach? I might. Ooh, I don't mind. I don't mind Roshan. Is it like my pick? Not yet. Okay. I don't think Gray Benson would be crazy, especially this late. I guess he has some Falcons week 16 correlation. Oh, I guess I mean I have direct. Ah, doesn't matter. I honestly, okay, so I know I'm taking Hunter Henry with one pick, and then I think it might be just reach time, although I don't love it for Pop Douglas, but I will take my time on. I'll let Hunter Henry get autoed to me. As I look around, I do think Roshan would be a compelling idea, but man, do I not want Romeo Dobbs, but he has fallen quite a ways. I think I'm gonna go for correlation. Let's do it. Pop Douglas, who I think is underrated, man. I really do believe in him. And now I can at least look myself in the mirror as uh as the correlation gets underway. To be honest, I still wouldn't hate getting a third quarterback, and that's where I think the gross Aaron Rodgers pick may come in, just to hopefully bolster some of the slower weeks from May and Herbert. Not that there will be any. Let's see what else we can do. Zarquez, there's my guy. Zarquez, you might be coming with me, kid. Tyler Ferguson might be coming with me. Are there any reasonable quarterbacks left? No. Man, this is kind of frustrating because I do like a decent number of plays in this range. What am I looking at construction wise? Okay, 2482. Gonna probably have to leave some room for at least one more gross tight end. Not yet. Listen, don't hate on Colston Loveland and Hunter Henry. That's his name, right? His name is like Call Stone Loveland. I'm Call Stone. I should like this guy more. Know who I really like? Stone Smart. That's a sick name. Unfortunately, not an apt one for me with how this is going. Although, I mean, he does play for the Chargers. Maybe we go that route. Maybe that's how this all comes together. And gets a nice little bow tied upon it. Gross late round Cole Kmet I could see myself taking. Although actually that'd be kind of pointless with Colston Loveland already there. Maybe some gross Noah Gray. Not that these are individually gross people, it just feels gross drafting them. Let's see what we're looking at. Man, said Tillman not getting the respect he deserves. He's my guy. Keenan Allen actually could be a spicy one. I already have 8 wide receivers. Let's take a look. Let's just recap the squad so far. We did start off pretty RB heavy. At wide receiver, Puka, Rashee Rice, Pickens, Mooney, Kyle Williams, and Pop Douglas. I mean, that could use some bolstering. We'll see who's there. We'll star Keenan Allen. I haven't even gotten any Keenan Allen yet. We'll star that. I don't think Jalen Noel is a crazy bet if he's there. I mean, Yoshivas, I overdid it on Yoshivas last year. Came to regret it. Michael Wilson, I don't think is a crazy bet at all either. I think he's good. He just, it's probably wrong, but I believe in Michael Wilson, man. Where's Jarquez? There he is. Let's keep an eye out for Jarquez. I think that one's going to really tie the room together. Far away. Oh, we're still far away. Okay, so we're still going to have to do a gross tight end or two, another RB, at least one. And do I want to go 9 wide? I don't know. That might be a bit much. Let's see. We are 3 picks away. Let's see what happens. Let's see who's going. Tyler Shuck gone. Oh, Keenan Allen gone. Jalen. Okay. So we got to be on our toes here. I'm not going to take Dobbins. How about a little hands team Higby maybe? And Jarquez? I wouldn't mind getting a little more Chargers action, but I don't know how much Chargers action there is to be had. Let's take a look. I don't know that there's much Chargers action to be had. We're 1 pick away, so let's try to stay mindful of that. Tyler Ferguson. Wait, am I confusing Tyler Ferguson with Tyler Higbee? Is his name not Tyler? Oh, it's me. Oh no. Man, I'm gonna. I don't want Yoshivas. Let's go Jarquez. I feel good about that. And then I got Higby, I think, yesterday. I do think it might be just another gross tight end run here. Wait, what happened? Did I accidentally take? I autoed Yoshivas. That's okay. We can live with that. We can live. And now with these last two picks, at least one will be a tight end. Man, not a good look to have multiple picks autoed on the first stream, especially when you're on the corner and you have the maximum possible amount of time to prepare. But hey, this is the first one. Went all right. I certainly don't like this team. Don't get me wrong. This is not what you should do. Don't do it this way. But I think gotta go at least one gross tight end. We did get Jarquez, so that feels good. Is this enough at running back? Honestly, I don't think it's crazy to roll 5 RB here, especially after misclicking or just timing out and getting Yoshivas, but that's all right. There are worse spots to have 9 wide receivers. This is not an ideal wide receiver room, I'll tell you that much. But that'll happen when you start at the 112 and then disrespect the wide receiver position, even in May in a 1 o'clock a.m. DK lobby. So let's see what we're looking at. We're not taking any more wide receivers. Rodgers is gone, so we are not taking any quarterbacks. We're just going to roll with 2 QBs. So we're looking exclusively at gross tight ends. These I can talk myself into. Michael Mayer could be interesting. I feel like I always hear about him getting traded, but maybe that won't happen. Oh, it looks like someone's coming for the Stone Smart throne. Will Disley could be not interesting, but Stone Smart's not even on the Chargers anymore. No one told me that. Oh, brutal. Brutal. Embarrassing for me. Not knowing where Stone Smart's playing now in May. Humiliation. Is this guy good? Let's see. Played at Syracuse. I don't know. I don't know. Get out of here, dude. Get out of this window. Okay. Oh, did I like massively mess up? Okay, maybe not. I might have messed up the sizing on all this, and I'm sorry if so. That might be the case. I'm going to just go ahead and not list this video publicly at all. This is going to be a private video. But I guess that wouldn't make much of a difference. I don't have any viewers anyway. Let's look at grossness. We're at, go back up. I think I'm going to go one running back, one wide receiver, or one tight end. And with that in mind, I guess I'm rooting for Cole Kmet to fall. No, I'm not, because I already have the other one. I already have Colston Loveland. So I guess I'm going Noah Gray. And just counting on Kelsey limiting his reps this year. I guess I'm going Noah Gray. And then is there anything left at running back? I'm gonna go Noah Gray. I'm gonna undo. Whoops. Oh, you know what happened is I think I tried to undo the star on Yoshivas by clicking up there, and I accidentally clicked drafts. We're gonna auto Noah Gray. Is there a cooler running back? I don't mind Phil Maffa. You don't have to talk me into Phil Maffa. I actually don't. I kind of want to get a little bit of this guy too. Manangai. We have the opposing weak running back correlation. Is there a cool from any of the teams actually have. Let's go for a little Manungai. How about it? Don't even know his first name. Let's find out. And that's going to actually be the end of our draft here. So we found ourselves Kyle Manungai. I've heard him mentioned. Found ourselves with a very ugly 2693, but certainly could have been uglier. This is not even close to my ugliest draft of the year. It is my first 112. It is my first time streaming or recording. I did have multiple picks get autoed because I just got caught up in whatever else was going on. So quick recap. Quarterback room, we got Justin Herbert and Drake May. Running back, feel good about McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Caleb Johnson, B-Rob, and our boy Jarquez and Manungai. That could be, I mean, that could do some damage. The wide receiver room, Puka, Rashee Rice, Pickens, Metcalf, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Williams, QJ, Pop Douglas, and the accidental Yosavash. And then our tight ends ended up being Colston Loveland, who I'm happy about, Hunter Henry, who I like a lot at that price, and then why not a little random Noah Gray. Coming in a little under an hour here. I guess let's, on a final note, let's check back in on our boy here, who actually, I mean, debatable start, 4 QB, 5 running back, 8 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, but one of those quarterbacks is Shadur. And I mean, I've seen crazier finishes. Who is Taylor McKee? Is that Tanner McKee? I know I've heard the name. That's a desperation. But let's see if we got any other fun. Man, everybody except me and this other guy went 3 or more QBs. This is my first time in like a year plus not going 3 QB, I think, which is kind of my own fault. But for the 112, I think could have been worse. Let's see. I mean, no real point going, but none of this matters. But fun to get my first recording in. Hopefully, anyone who I deem worthy of this link who made it this far. I mean, what's wrong with you? You've gotten actively worse at best ball just by watching this. But a lot of fun. And once I actually understand the board a bit better, understand the interface a bit better, I think this would be a fun thing to get in the streets on. So I think that will do it for us here today. And thanks for checking it out.